Man, unemployment for me, it's very. I feel like it's one of the hardest things as a young Black South African, but as a young person in general. Jobs to the people who are actively in charge of giving people and allowing people to get jobs. Please give young people a chance.
Give them the
Please give
experience thing.
young
Can we
people
scrape
a
it off?
chance. And the experience thing, can we please just scrape it off?
It also, like, if you don't have a job, people tend to view you like as less important. They lose respect for you because. Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Our Safe Space. My name is Ntapi, and as you know, I'm not alone. I'm with my co-host.
Hey guys, this is Pamela, but you can call me Pemza, and this is our safe space.
Yeah, so this is episode 3, and today we'll be talking about unemployment. Most of us have faced it, and if you haven't, consider yourself blessed, lucky, and just really fortunate, But if you have, I'm really sorry, and we're gonna unpack it. We're gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about the causes, and yeah, let's just talk about unemployment. What do you think about it? Have you ever faced it? And yeah,
I mean, unemployment for me, it's very. I feel like it's one of the hardest things as a young Black South African, but as a young person in general, to go through. Like I feel like it's something that, because now you go to school, you matriculate, you go to college or varsity, and you graduate there also, and now you're stuck in a life where you don't know what's going on. You start questioning yourself, you start doubting yourself. Like I just feel like it's one of the hardest things to go through. I don't know, what do you think about unemployment?
I agree with you because that's what we were taught. Like, you go to school, you go to university, you go to college, and then immediately you get a job after that. So when you don't get to a point where you get the job, you wonder and question yourself and like, am I doing the right things? What's wrong with me? Did I miss a step? Did I even study the right course? Do I have the right qualification? What am I not doing right? Because also having a job kind of gives you an identity. It gives you a purpose, So it takes away from all of that. So I agree with you.
Yeah, I mean, like when you say having a job gives you identity, it's kind of true, because like have you seen, like especially in Black households, how the unemployed one is being treated, and how people receive him or her. It's like you don't have an opinion, or if you have an opinion, it's not valid. Like you're not contributing enough. You're not enough, basically. That like the treatment is just like you're not enough. You're not enough as a person. You're not doing as enough. And I feel like also as our elders, like our parents and people in the community, we should really like come together, man. We should support people who are unemployed. We should stand by them and give them an opportunity. Because for me, it's like I don't know, like if we're not doing something, like something needs to be done actually. But I figured, like if nothing is being done and we're just sitting here and we're just blaming that one, is blaming that one, that one's blaming, we're not doing anything actually.
That's true. Actually, talking to you reminded me of an article that I read about how young men gather at the shops, right? So it was just basically talking about how these young men sit together at the shops and they're always seen as useless. From our perspective, as people who are not doing that, we always look at them as like, they're just useless. Why they're not getting a job? They're wasting their time sitting in the corners. But what we don't understand is that from their perspective, it's them just having a community. They have people that they can share with.
Oh yeah.
Just feel like having someone who understands, in the same shoes, yes, relatability, come community, and just maybe they come up with solutions there. Maybe they're even saving lives, because what if they're sitting there and talking about their lives, and then that's just like having a brother to talk to rely on, and then now you don't have
just a space to vent.
Exactly, it saves lives. Now you don't have to what do you call this? You don't have to resort to maybe suicide or whatever that may be. Substance abuse and all of that. So sometimes we tend to like judge people, and like you also said that it also, like, if you don't have a job, people tend to view you like as less important. They lose respect for you because you don't have money. It's, what do they call them? Ice boys. There's so many terms that are tied
so
to
many
this.
disrespectful terms to call someone who's unemployed.
They are. Now you become an ice boy for the one manner who have jobs. So it's kind of just, yeah, man, it's not nice. It's also demeaning, like the terms that they come.
And like also, like I feel like also, like the other thing is also another thing that's also contributing to all of these factors, like the disrespect. It's like when you have friends or maybe like family relatives, like cousins who are employed, have you ever experienced that? They never tell the other one who's unemployed, yo, like, bring your CV, or like, bro, they're hiring.
Oh, yes.
Like, people are not putting people on anymore. I don't know what's going on, like, in the world, or is it because people feel pressure, like, he's gonna come, he's gonna steal my job.
Gonna be better than me.
I don't feel like anyone is gonna steal anyone's job, because like, you are already employed, you're already in that space. You are just putting someone on who's not, like, and by the way, putting someone else on also, it saves them also. You're saving literally a family, because if I put Ntabling on at my job, or like some place where they're hiring, or I know like a friend of mine or someone that I know, and be like, hey bro, don't you know like someone who needs a job, or hey man, we're hiring, and I'm like, yeah, Ntabling, such and such a place is hiring, can you bring your CV? I'm gonna set it up for you. I'm literally saving your life and the people at your houses, or like the people that you live with's life, because now there's someone who's contributing to that specific place in a specific environment, that people's lives is being changed. Now people are not doing that. I feel like this gatekeeping thing is like, it's not even, it's like almost like in every industry right now. People are just gatekeeping. People are not putting people on. Like, I don't know. What's your take on that?
But as I'm listening to you now, I'm thinking about nepotism. So they're probably thinking they don't want to be involved in nepotism. And what's the other term? Like nepotism is like the official English word, just like putting someone on. But I think what you said is important. Just letting you also know that, hey, there's a job.
But is it nepotism though? If I say Ntabeleng, they are hiring at my work.
Exactly.
Is that nepotism?
No,
because I'm just telling you about it.
No, it's not nepotism. And I was getting to that. It's like me coming to you saying, oh, Pimelo, so I work at this particular place, and they're looking for people. Just handing your CV, and then me telling you about it, that there's an opening at this particular place, handing your CV. That's enough. As far as how the hiring process goes, that's where my hands are tied. Yes. So it's not nepotism if you are putting someone and letting them know that there's a place open.
My thing was, I'm not saying that we should use like nepotism, or we should use our powers in workspaces, or like we should. I'm not saying we should do that. I'm just saying like putting someone on. Like if they're hiring at a certain industry or in a certain company, and you work there, or you know someone who works there, and they tell you, it's just word of mouth. Sometimes we also need it as people who are unemployed. It's just word of mouth, like someone to support you, and that support actually also, and that's showing that you really care. You understand? It's like, hey bro, they're hiring at a certain place, can you please take your CV there? It's just putting someone on, you understand? Because
like you are privy to information that I may not have.
Exactly. So like for instance, like they're not hiring, like they're hiring at my company, and I know you don't have a job, and I'm just sitting there not doing anything. Basically, I'm not holding myself back. I'm not only holding you back. I'm also holding myself back. You understand? Because of, I could have gave you like an opportunity. I could have given you like a chance to prove yourself. Because that's the other thing. I feel like we're not given opportunities enough to prove ourselves. Like for instance, if you feel like someone cannot do their job, don't decide for them. If you're working, maybe let's say a hard labor job, and I'm looking for a job, and you like, oh bro, will you survive there? How are you surviving? We are both people, and I have the capabilities also like you. If you give me the opportunity and you put me on, and I prove myself, and allow me to fail for myself also.
Give the person a chance to see if they can actually do it.
Do it, yeah. Don't sit there and already make judgments and conclusions about someone else, and without giving them an opportunity, you understand? Yeah, this unemployment thing for me, it's really personal also, because like I know like how it feels like. It hits hard, man. Because like, I don't know, have you ever went like job seeking or job hunting, for instance, and then you go to a certain place, and then they tell you, no, we're not hiring it right now, or no, there's no vacancy right now. That thing is so like, how can I say this? It literally eats you.
Because the rejection just becomes personal.
It makes you feel like, I know, and it's not just me, and I know everyone out there, and a lot of us are experiencing like this thing, but it feels so personally attacked on you. It feels like, why me? Do you understand? But if you say why me, why should it be someone else also? You understand? Someone else would feel like, why should it be someone else also? You understand? So like, it's very hard in this space right now that we're living in the country that we're living in. And I feel like as young people, we also shouldn't really depend too much on the government also. Like, so like, what do you think we as young people like me and you can do to curb like the unemployment rate for us, ourselves, by ourselves. What should we do? What, like, should we learn new skills? Should we start a podcast? Like, what should we do?
Okay, I feel like there's a lot of things that you can do. You can maybe start your own business, like a side hustle. Maybe you can start whatever. And I'm saying this because do it and don't even think about other people, because that's what often like holds us back. Because I'll be like, no, I want to start selling fat cakes, but I'm gonna be like, no, but my neighbor's sister goes to that school. What are they gonna say about me when they see me here? You know, so take away that mentality of what do people say about me.
Suffering from abantu batlaring.
Yeah, abantu bazothini. Like that's
we
what
shouldn't
kills
suffer about that
us.
anymore, guys. It's 2025. We should not go
free yourself
from
those shackles.
Yes,
you know,
let yourself free.
So yeah, I would say entrepreneurship, maybe open a business, but also be realistic about it. Just start small, just whatever you can. If you maybe get the 350, maybe start with that money. Start taking some of it and just buying your ingredients and then starting your business. So you can start a business, you can learn a new skill online. We have YouTube, you know, you can go to the library if you don't have Wi-Fi or internet access, just to get free Wi-Fi access. And you can start learning a new skill there. You can also, what else can you do? Yeah, what are the solutions do you have in mind?
Like for me, like guys, no dream is too big or too small, and everyone's dreams is valid. Like whatever you want to do it. Like start. I that's like one thing that I can say to someone. Whatever it is that you feel like you want to do and you want, there's something that you're passionate about or there's something that you're capable about. Start. Don't start tomorrow. Just start. Start it. Do it. Like for instance, like us. Remember we spoke about having a podcast, and then it took us about 3 to 2 months to officially shoot our first episode, like our real first episode. It took us about 2 to 3 months to actually do it. So whatever you have, whatever plan it is, whether it's big or small, like no dream, no plan is too big, is too small. Just start doing it. Start doing it now, because you don't know like a year or 2 or 3 or 5 even from now where it's gonna lead you right now. You understand? So for me, I feel like people should just start, man. Stop procrastinating. And I feel like also people talk about procrastinating. Do you know what I've realized about us young Black people? We are procrastinating in the wrong manner.
Okay, please elaborate.
When I say we are procrastinating in the wrong manner, we should change the way that we procrastinate. Let's procrastinate on the wrong things. You understand? And because we are right now in our spaces, most of us are procrastinating in the right things. You don't want to apply, let's say certain companies hiring right now, and then you see the ad or it's online or it's hand in CV. You feel like, nah, I'm not gonna do it today, I'm gonna do it tomorrow. You understand? That's procrastinating you're procrastinating the right things. When I'm saying let's procrastinate in the wrong way and the wrong things, I mean like let's stop wasting our money on alcohol every weekend. Stop like like doing whenever there's an ad out for a job and then we don't do it right away, and we want to do it 2 days or 3 days or even on the final day. Now we want to start running around and putting in CVs. Let's just curve that thing of procrastinating. Let's procrastinate on things that that are holding us back. Let's wake up early. Stop laying in the bed all day, like, and just like on your phone. And when you're on your phone, stop just going on social media and all these things. Like, start go like there's this app, what they call as job seekers. There's SA Youth, you know. Like let's use our data and our Wi-Fi like for certain things that are also we're gonna benefit from. So like let's stop this like going out every weekend, only thinking about the next groove, the next like
the big weekend.
Stop making plans for the next big groove event. Like only like let's also like, when I say we should also not depend on the government that much, we should also like start investing in ourselves. Like, because it needs to start with you. Before I'm gonna invest in anyone is gonna invest in watching our podcast, we need to invest in ourselves also. So we need to take time for ourselves. So we should really stop procrastinating in the things that might save our lives also.
And as you were saying, as you were talking, I was thinking like the other thing is that maybe there's a job ad for something, and then we think, ah man, maybe they won't take me for this because my skills or my qualifications do not match. There's another thing. Personally, I can speak on it where that's imposter syndrome, where you feel like you're not qualified for a certain position.
You don't see yourself there.
Yeah, like I'm like, no, that's like, maybe I'll try it in like 2-3 years when I have more experience. Let's stop it also like with the imposter syndrome. Do just, I don't know, challenge yourself, put it in. apply for it, and then what's the worst that you can get? A no is like the worst thing that you can ever get, right? So try it. Just give yourself that chance. Just give yourself an opportunity to fail, and don't disqualify yourself before other people can disqualify you. You know, because you tend to be like, no, probably wasn't gonna get. How do you know if you didn't try?
Like the thing that I said, like the best thing that we can do for ourselves is to start. It's to do it irregardless. Like, you know, like if you don't start today, you're never gonna start anytime soon, right? Because it's never gonna happen. You need to do it for yourself right now. You need to start like going for that job, looking for that job. You understand? Like I said the other time, I used to go like job hunting also. Like it was very um like receiving those no's made me feel weak and made me feel it made me really like I feel bothered with myself, with my own skin, like even with me, like and as an individual and as a person. I said like, but then it also built character for me. You understand? I took those no's, you know, but it didn't stop me. You understand? I just didn't say like, no, I'm not doing this anymore. I'm not doing this again. Like I went again and I tried. I gave it a shot. You know, like because what's the best thing that can ever happen? Me getting that no, like you said. And the other thing that for me in unemployment also, it's the fact of what who do we blame? Who's to blame for the unemployment? Like why? Like for me, when I ask you right now, like who's to blame? Who do you think is to blame for all of this?
Whew, yeah. That I had to like I had to exhale because wow, it goes really deep. For me, in my mind, I'm thinking we can date it back to like apartheid, to like the systemic. Yes, because like it's in the system, you know. We were always against. It was always us against the odds, you know. So it's from there how everything was just done systemically. Apartheid
still haven't like recovered from it.
Yeah, still remnants of it still today. We still haven't recovered. We're trying to recover, right? So we can blame the government on this issue, but we can also blame ourselves. And also lack of information. We live now in an age where there's a lot of information that's accessible to us, like literally at the tip of our fingers on our cell phones, right? So we also need to make sure that we do enough research on the type of the type of jobs that we want to have. I was still in school, it was just basically like we were told,
be a teacher, nurse, doctor.
Yes, like we didn't have enough information also. So I would also say you can blame the teachers also for not giving us enough information. But right now in this modern day and age, it's upon you to make sure that you do the research,
you are knowledgeable enough, like what you know what's going on.
Yeah, maybe even take somebody who's doing the career dream job, ask them what it's really like, what is university really like, what's life after? Am I gonna struggle getting a job? All of those things, just be realistic and just also why I say blame ourselves is because we need to also make sure that you learn the skills that you need. Make sure that you're not just smart at school, whatever. Make sure that you also become employable in the real world.
So and this is the other thing, like there's the other thing I wanted to ask you. Us as young people out there, are we employable? Are most of us employable?
Yeah, that's a tough one. I think we need to make ourselves employable.
Yeah. Are we doing enough to make ourselves employable? Like, are we learning new skills? Are we putting ourselves out there? Or are we just like, I'm just gonna apply and it's just gonna see what's gonna happen?
I think that's that thing. Like you said about investing in ourselves, right? You need to invest in yourself by also learning those skills, because no other employer is gonna want to employ you because you're not investing in yourself. So invest in yourself, learn those skills so you can make yourself employable. You know, like we said, as you're sitting at home unemployed, you don't know what you're doing, you know, have nothing to do. That's the perfect time to learn the new skill. You know, maybe learn.
And it's like so easy right now because of the digital age that we live in. You can literally learn something off TikTok.
You can learn anything else also. Like you can learn communication skills. Maybe watch. There are a lot of these communication. I don't know what they call them. They like I forgot the name. I forgot the proper term for them. But they like teach you how to speak. They teach you how to do like a lot of information is on the internet. If you're really looking for it, you just need to go and search. Know the right places.
To look for it. Like because also for me, I feel like also when you're speaking about the blaming factor, I feel like also our guardians, our parents also play an active role in that. Like the way we were raised and the way, like for instance, like some parents don't believe in their children because they don't support them enough. If your child is doing like something that's not in the space of academically, more maybe let's say in the in the internet entertainment space, or or like sports. Like there are kids right now who are not good academically. They're not good academically, but then you get parents who force them to go to academic school and be like, and then he's not good with the ABCs and the 1, 2, 3s. He's not good with numbers. He's not good with the literacy skills and the numeracy skills. But our parents also sometimes they forced us into those spaces. But whereby you get this child is like so artistic. Why don't you take them to an art school if you cannot afford an art school? Like I feel like if parents are really down and they are really invested in their children's lives, you would do anything to see your child succeed. You understand? And I feel like also right now a lot of young people right now who are unemployed are also suffering from this thing of our parents telling us that we're not doing anything. You're just sitting here at home. You're just lazing around. They don't know, like, yeah, kids every day. Sometimes I bump into people. They are in towns. They're holding their CVs. They, like, we are out here. We are literally trying, and we are being told no. And you go home, and you've been told no your whole day. When are you went looking for a job, and then you come home, you expect to have that little bit of peace, and then here comes your parents. Now they're also telling you, you're just doing nothing. Already you are suffering, you're in pain. Already something has put you down, and it's like adding salt to the wound. You understand? So other parents are not supportive enough to their children. They don't like.
They don't understand that words can make or break you also.
Like also there's the other thing also, like, because if you also like words mean so much. If you tell a child or you tell your children that they're useless, they're never gonna get a job, they're just gonna sit here, nothing's gonna happen in their lives, and then they in real life now they're struggling with those things, what did you think was gonna happen?
Also, as a parent, it's also you manifesting. When
you put it out there, the universe is listening. Yeah, you understand? The universe is listening. If you put such energy out there for your child, and this person is literally trying and they're looking for a job, now they're not finding a job, they can't get a job. Now you're sitting there, you're blaming the child, but you forgot when are your active role that you played in this. It's not just words. Words have meaning. Words don't just hit you and then they fall off. You understand? Like they stick there, and it's something that you remember for the rest of your life. You understand? You're like, we used to joke about this, me and my friends the other day. Like our parents would give us such a beating name, but now when you're grown, you can laugh it off. But there are certain people who, like, now your parents told you these words. Now you're so old, those words are still sticking with you. And that builds only hatred and resentment in the child towards the parent. You understand? It reflects that way. Now it's not that they don't respect the parent. They don't even like the parent anymore. They don't like this parent anymore because all the time you've been abusing the emotional abuse. I feel like our parents don't also know about this.
This is like,
emotional abuse.
Subtle.
Yeah, they think abuse is only when I beat the child and then I hit the child. That's abuse. Emotional abuse, psychological abuse is also there.
You're useless, all those things.
All those things, they pressurize you and you cannot anymore, you understand? So like our parents also play an active role in children not looking for jobs. That's why we have a lot of kids who are, I'm not saying all of them, but that's why we have so many drug addicts right now. We have so many paras right now. Most of these, we have so many, our suicidal rate in young people is so high. It's because of also our parents play an active role in our children's already lives being hard and them feeling like, when the child is not getting this thing, you understand, you go home, now you're being told you're a failure. Your life hasn't begun. You're in your 20s yet. You haven't been given a chance, but already someone is writing you off as a failure. You understand? That's also determining to people.
I think that's also what builds into you also not believing in yourself.
Now you stop now looking for jobs now because wow. You wake up, why should I go look for a job?
My parents said I wasn't good enough.
I'm already useless. You understand? Yeah. And also, like, if we don't have safe spaces in our houses, and if we cannot come to our houses and to our parents to cry and lean on, how are we gonna cope now? Where do we go? Who do we talk to? I feel like that's why also a lot of families are so distant. Also now, it's because of that. Also, it's because of like now we look for comfort and love outside. Now
that's why we have the corners.
These groups at the corners that you talk about. That's why we have these support groups. Now we are leaning on each other. Now we cannot go home. I know this person in that feeling of when you were there outside with your friends and now you have to go home. That just opening the door, it feels hard. You don't want to do it because like when I come into this environment, it's gonna be me versus the whole world again. Now again, see, like it's also that like our parents need to be supportive, parents need to be patient, parents need to be understanding, and we need to manifest positive things on our children's lives. We need to stop telling our children they are useless, they will never be anything, nothing is going to happen in their lives. We need to stop that. The other day, last Saturday, I was watching this funeral of the late Cobrizi Presley. I was watching Presley's funeral, and then this guy, I don't remember his name, and he said Presley's mother, I think, took him to acting classes or acting school when he was at the age of 10. That's what an active parent does. You are positive and actively invested in your child's dreams, no matter how small or big they are to you. And parents also need to learn and understand that we as their kids and their children, we're not gonna live our dreams for you. I'm not gonna become a lawyer because you always wanted to become a lawyer when yourself. You didn't achieve
through your child now.
You didn't achieve that on your own time and in your own space. Probably had your own battles, and probably there were things that were also like, because we also need to be sensitive towards them as our parents also. It's not only they are hard on us, but they're also human. They make the mistakes. We get there, and they also had their own challenges. That's why they couldn't achieve that. But I am not gonna become Dr. Pamela now because you wanted to be Dr. Mang Mang. It's not gonna happen. You need to give
a chance to be
Pamela and experience himself and learn for himself and feel for himself and also like achieve his own dreams and be his true self
and be his own person.
Yeah, and be like, and also be my own person. Like we all need that, man. I feel like we all need someone or that one person that just believe in you and support you. You know.
Someone actually said this to me, was like, sometimes you just need that 1 year.
It doesn't. One person to say yes, it's just need like you know what? There was this one time that I was just sitting and reflecting on my own life. And I was just sitting there and chilling. And then I was like having a conversation with myself, but I feel like I was talking to God. And then I was like, if I can die right now, and I've brought happiness for one person in this whole world, I just made one person very happy and they value my presence and they see me, and I would be satisfied as a person. I am satisfied. I feel like I've reached whatever I should have done. If I had brought like at least made one person genuinely happy and really like this person like really sees me as who I am and for who I am to them and what I mean to them, I feel like I've done my job, because of like we just need that one person just to believe in us and to go, man. You understand? Because being unemployed is not the end of the world also, and it's not also the end of your world. You know, you just need to find your beginning and to start and do it. You understand?
Also, maybe also let's just stop tying our identity to unemployment, like employment. Yes, it does
affect
give you it also gives you like freedom, because now you have the money, the financial freedom, but also just tying yourself to that makes it like, it makes it hard, because you could be, let's say tomorrow you get the job and then it happens that you get retrenched at that particular job. Your identity is tied to that job or to a place, and when that thing goes away, you start to lose yourself. Now you don't know who you are, because the one thing that made you feel like you is gone.
Away now. It's gone.
Yeah, so let's try not to tie ourselves to
a certain avenue of our life.
So that you can start living life, so you can be happy, so you can do the things that make you happy. Like you said,
the things that matter.
Like you said, if you make one person happy, that would give you like the greatest joy.
It would,
so
really.
Things like that. Let's just find joy in the small things while we navigate this and while we fight this unemployment. Because
and also the other thing is we should also stop this thing of wanting this title jobs, man. Like being a doctor, a nurse, like we're not all gonna fit into that space. We're not all of us is gonna be a teacher. Not all of us is gonna be a doctor. Not all of us is gonna be the manager of what. We need to also like understand, and we need to have a personal conversation with ourselves that someone needs to be a plumber, guys. Someone needs to be the rubbish remover guy, like right now. Someone needs to do that. Someone needs to build houses. We need like those people, like the blue collar jobs, you know. We need people who's gonna do the welding. We need it like we should stop wanting the title only. You understand? Like I feel like us as young people also, I don't wanna wear a blue overall, yeah.
I can't be seen.
Who can be seen in a blue overall?
I can't be seen working at the store.
Yeah, you understand? I can't be seen at ShopRite. I can't be seen at Boxer. Like, why not? we need someone who's gonna do that. Not all of us is gonna be like a teacher who's gonna be a nurse. If we can all achieve our dreams, now. This is the one thing that also made me understand life and be realistic with myself. If we could all achieve our dreams in this world, all of us, we achieve our dreams. Now. And if I go to the store, to who am I gonna buy to?
I can actually imagine that.
And if we're all rich, we have all achieved our dreams, and we are just imagine this.
We all have these title jobs that we want.
We all have these title jobs that we want. We are all, if you're a musician, you are this famous, huge musician.
Big things.
Like this big soccer star, we all do big things. Who are we gonna buy to? Because who's gonna help us at stores? Who's gonna oh, you understand? If you are this famous musician who is singing, and I'm also rich, why do I need to go see you?
Exactly. We do need each other.
Who's gonna go to your show? Who's gonna go to your show? We all need each other, and we should stop this thing also of downpressing and underestimating people that work these jobs. We need them. We need that petrol attendant. You have your car. Your car needs petrol. You need someone who's going to put in that petrol. We need a petrol attendant, you understand? We are all in this, it's like a system, guys. We are not in a jungle. We are not animals here. We are in a system, like you said. And in this system, we are all not going to be the top guy or the boss in the system, you understand? We're going to need each other. We're going to need the petrol attendant. We're going to need that lady or that guy that's working at KFC when you make your order there. We all need each other. So,
and also I would like to say that it doesn't matter what your job is, as long as you're getting money legally, you're working hard for it. It doesn't matter what you do, where you work. It doesn't matter what your title is at that particular place. And you can start small, and eventually you'll grow and become this person who has a big title. You go from being a cashier, a packer, to eventually being the manager. So it will come eventually. Bigger. You might even open your own store sometime. You know, whatever it is that you have, that you want, that you seek in your heart, you can achieve it.
And if you also stick to your goals, man, stick to your goal. If you're good at something and you're very passionate about it, stick to it. Like, don't allow people's perception and people's influence on you. If you are passionate about singing, sing. Start singing. Do your videos, do editorials, do whatever. If you're passionate about clothing, you're into fashion. Do your fashion. Start your own clothes. Like, do your own clothing line. You understand? Like, if you are an entrepreneur and you want to become something big, start selling those fat cakes, or you know, those were, you need to start somewhere at some point, you understand? You need to start small also. So, like, if you want to be an entrepreneur, you have to start selling something. Entrepreneurship is it's about give and take, right? So you need to start somewhere. Like, even if it's a packet of sweets, like, you need to start with something. Like, if you want to have a podcast, you need to invest. You need to invest it.
Stop procrastinating.
Stop procrastinating to yourself also, and being like, and stop letting people's influence onto your lives. And even if something is not good for you, walk away from it. Stay away from it. If your parents are not supportive, I'm not saying you should disown your parents or you should just be disgruntled to them. But if they are not into your space, if they're not supportive, don't let them influence you. Don't let them bring you down. Stay away from that energy also. Like, and if they don't want to understand where you are and who you are and what you want to achieve in life, you need to walk away from that energy, because it's just gonna bring you down at the end of the day.
Yeah, man, we've said a lot. I personally don't have anything more to say. Do you have anything?
I don't have anything to say, but I just want to say you guys should subscribe. We gotta eat, guys. Please subscribe.
Yeah, please subscribe. We also just started out. This is our small step. So please do like the episode, comment, share, and subscribe. Most importantly,
this has been our safe space, man.
Yeah, this has been good.
This has been our safe space. I feel good right now. Like, I feel good. The energy.
I also feel good. This has been a good benching session.
And like, to people like not only the people like looking for jobs, to the people who are actively in charge of giving people and allowing people to get jobs, please give young people a chance.
Please experience thing. Can we scrape it off?
And the experience thing, can we please just scrape it off? Because I've studied 10 years. I've studied 5 years. I've studied 3 years in a college or university. I don't have the experience, and if you don't give me the opportunity, I'm certainly not gonna get that experience. Please, can you guys please, like, change, man? Let's change the system. Let's change this thing. Let's make it also. Let's allow people to come into the spaces also, like, and also, like, give women a chance. I feel like I forgot to say this. Yeah, please give women a chance also, because women are suffering the most right now. And if you check the unemployment stats right there somewhere, it is showing that women feel it the most, especially Black young women. They feel it the most. They go through it the most. Please support women. Please support Black women. Yeah, I don't have anything to say anymore.
Me neither. That is good. That was it.
Till next time, guys. Please subscribe. Please watch our channel. This is our safe space.
Bye.